ब्रेक तो बाद फिर तो ਆਪਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਨਿੱਘਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਤੇ ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜੁੜ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ ਇਸ ਬ੍ਰੇਕਫਾਸਟ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇਖਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਹੈਲਥ ਟਿਪ ਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਸੁਖੀ ਨੇ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਈ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਤਾਂ ਵੈਸੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਟੇਸਟੀ ਲੱਗਿਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ I was like ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਸਵਾਦ ਲੱਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਨੀਲੀ ਪੀ ਲਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਹਲੇ ਆਪਦਾ ਨਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਆ ਬਟ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਨੇ definitely do include wheatgrass ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ healthy ਆ ਤੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਦੱਸ ਵੀ ਦੇਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡਰਾਈ ਵਨ ਆ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹਰਬਲ ਸ਼ਾਪਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਡਾਈਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਨਕਲੂਡ ਕਰਨਾ but ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੈਸਟ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ Muay Thai champion Tajinder Singh Dillon and also boxing champion Manny Singh are in the studio with us. Aao si ਉਹਨਾਂ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈਏ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Thank you so much for joining us on the breakfast show this morning. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਆ ਟੇਬਲ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੁਝ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਆ ਕਾਫੀ big belts and awards medals ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਏ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਟੇਬਲ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਜਿੱਤੇ ਨੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੈਰੀਅਰ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਮਾਰਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਟਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ so Tajinder coming over to you firstly Thai boxing kickboxing, normal boxing, there's so many different types. Our first question is, what's the difference between all these?
Basically, boxing is basically you just use your hands, that's all you do. And obviously, I think it's 12, 15 rounds per match. Where I do Thai boxing, it's 5 rounds.
Okay.
And it's basically, there's different levels. N class is obviously your pads, your punches, use your legs and you use your knees. Obviously as you get higher up, like A class, whatever, it's elbows to the face, knees to the face, and obviously there's no shin pads or anything.
So which one's more dangerous?
I'd say Thai boxing.
Thai
really.
boxing is more dangerous.
Yeah, Thai boxing is more dangerous, yeah.
And that's kind of what you think?
That's what I do, but obviously because of my age now, I can't go to A level, A class, so you know.
Okay.
It's a bit more brutal when you get to my age.
So if we go back sort of, you know, from your career, just sort of how did you get into this and how did you sort of start out?
Basically, obviously when you're young, you always, you know, you stick on a Bruce Lee film and obviously that's it. But that's sort of, you know, I could do the same as him. And obviously I started when I was young, Thai boxing.
How young were you?
I'd say about 13.
Okay.
Then obviously, you know, our community's like, get yourself education, paro lekho, I mean, nasa no sa pani yani apniyan. Oh, sare kahi jande hunde hain na. But it's good as well, you know, you know, your parents also, you know, want your kids to do the right thing in life, and obviously when I moved to Leicester, I met Brenda Singh, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ coach ਆ ਭਰਾ ਆ ਸਾਡਾ. He fought Nigel Benn, who was obviously everybody's heard of Nigel Benn, very famous boxer. I got the opportunity to take him down to the show, got to watch him. I don't know, obviously I'd come out of hospital then.
Okay.
I had a bad lung infection, and obviously he was going to open a gym, and basically I just started back up to get my fitness back up.
Okay.
And then and he just turned around and says, "Do you fancy fighting?" And that was it. It just progressed after that.
Okay. So
ਵੈਸੇ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਖੇਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੱਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਲੋਕ ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕਿਉਂ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਕਿਉਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਬਾਕਸਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਫੀਲਡ 'ਚ ਕਿਉਂ ਆਏ ਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਾਂ
ਮੇਰਾ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਹੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਫੁੱਟਬਾਲ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਐਵਰੀ ਵੀਕ ਫੁੱਟਬਾਲ ਆਪੇ ਦੇਖਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਟਾਈ ਬਾਕਸਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਸੀਗਾ ਐਂਡ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਸੀਗੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਐਂਡ ਬਸ ਸਹੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੋੜੇ ਮਿਲ ਗਏ
ਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਦਾ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ
ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਘੱਟ ਹੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹਨਾ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੜੋ ਐਂਡ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਸਹੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਬਟ ਹੁਣ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਮ ਬਹਿ ਜਾ ਹੁਣ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੈਸਟ ਕਰੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਚੀਵ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਚੀਵ ਕਰਨਾ ਐਂਡ you know
so how old were you when you had your first professional sort of fight?
I'd say about three years ago. I fought in Birmingham on the Sonny Hira show. Everybody's heard of Sonny Hira. And that was for obviously for.
Is this the footage that we can see at the moment?
No, that's the footage for my British title fight. That is.
Okay.
And obviously when the Sonny Hira show was basically for Birmingham Children's Hospital. The guy, so he does a lot of good save off of the hospital, and obviously my son was born there, and obviously Brenda knew him really well, and I've got the opportunity to fight on this show, and I won. And after that, I just said, I've got another one. I want another one.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it just carried on. And then I had an opportunity before to fight for a title. And obviously the guy was a lot younger than me and stronger than me. And I lost that one. And then and I said, I've got to do something. I've got to go back in. And took me back in, and I won it in June back here in Birmingham.
I was going to say, you know, the table's full of different awards. We've got trophies, we've got belts, we've got medals. So how far have you ranked professionally then?
I don't really look at the ranking, and I wouldn't know really.
Okay.
So, but at the moment, I'm a British veteran title.
Fantastic.
I sort of hold.
That's
at the minute.
fantastic.
So,
How
48,
good.
so I ain't done too bad, I don't think.
So you mentioned you're 48.
Yeah.
So, you know, a bit about sort of the training, what's involved, and, you know, how disciplined do you have to be? You know, even with things like your diet as well. You know, it's fantastic to see the Star of Singh as well, obviously doing Thai boxing. So can you tell us a little bit about your training regime and like your diet, and again, like, you know, how disciplined you have to be?
Oh, you have to be very disciplined. I'll see. It's like anything. It's like studying at school. If you don't put what you in, you're not going to pass your exams. It's just like that. You got to, you know, train twice a day, running, fitness. And Brinda really pushes us, you know, and also, you know, eat healthy as well, clean. I don't eat roti, by the way.
You don't eat roti?
I don't.
Punjabi roti nahi
No, I don't. I mean, I had saag last night. My wife made me saag.
Saag, well, obviously,
saag and
Popeye
makki di
gives you
roti. I had
some-
half a makki di roti last night.
Okay.
But normally it's brown rice, couscous, fresh vegetables. We have to take vitamins because we don't
ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ
vegetarian.
ਵੈਜੀਟੇਰੀਅਨ ਜਾਂ ਨਾਨ ਵੈਜੀਟੇਰੀਅਨ ਸੋ ਕਈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਨਾਨ ਵੈਜੀਟੇਰੀਅਨ ਖਾਓ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਸਲ
ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਵਗੈਰਾ ਬਣਦੇ ਆ
protein
ਨਾ
ਵਾਲੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ
ਸੋ
ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਵੈਜੀਟੇਰੀਅਨ ਫੂਡ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਵੈਜੀਟੇਰੀਅਨ ਫੂਡ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ
ਮੈਂ soya ਤਾਂ ਖਾ ਲੈਂਦਾ, you know,
Okay, soya
soya,
ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ,
ਥੋੜੀ
okay.
ਜਿਹੀ ਪਨੀਰ, it's quite heavy though, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਪਨੀਰ, soya, fresh vegetables. ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਦਾਲ ਖਾਣੀ ਆ, it's not the ਤੜਕੇ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ, just plain.
ਘੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਉੱਤੇ?
No, gear, nothing. So very healthy. So obviously what you put in your body is what you're going to get out.
Yeah.
I know. And if you put bad stuff in your body, you're not going to perform so well.
Of course.
So you've really got to, you know, draw the line. That's it. No bad food, no junk food, and no fizzy pop or anything.
Okay.
Water. You know.
I don't think I could do this because that's my diet consists of all that sort of stuff. But what about the training side of it, and how often are you in?
I'm in the gym every day.
Every day.
I'm every day. But I don't push myself like I used to when I fight. But I still train every day. I like to keep my weight nice and low. I like last night, Brinda really pushed us because some of the lads there are fighting in February. We've got a home show in February.
Yeah. We can see the footage here. Like, you know, you are very. I would have thought that's very thin for someone that's fighting. So is that something that is sort of goes in your favour?
I do like to. I'm surprised they lift me up there. You know, I'm very light there, and I lost. I mean, when I first started the gym, when Brinda first started the gym, I was 85 kg.
Okay.
I was in very bad health. I used to have 10 litre of Coke a day, a jug of coffee, and that's why one of my lungs deteriorated. And then Brinda just knocked me on the head, slapped me about a bit, and he goes, "Get training properly."
Yeah.
And now I fought at 67 kgs.
Wow.
So I lost nearly 20 kgs.
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਨੀ ਪਈ
ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਨੀ, ਹਾਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜੇ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਣੀ ਉਹ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਸਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਣੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨੂੰ।
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ। ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਇਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਇਸ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੋਈ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਿੰਦੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਕਵੈਂਟਰੀ ਵਾਲੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਟਾਈ ਬਾਕਸਰ ਆ, ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠਾ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਆ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਇਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਚੈਂਪੀਅਨ ਬਣਿਆ ਨਾ।
Definitely, Manny. Coming over to you, so obviously you do boxing, and I believe you're holding a record, aren't you? You the Midlands.
Yeah, Midlands area cruiserweight champion.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So how did you get into boxing, and what sort of age?
First, I just started with. Well, first I went. My dad took me when I was about 10 years old, but I only went for about 2 months.
Okay.
And after that, I went into football. I played football till I was like about 18, 19.
Okay.
Then I just stopped doing sports altogether. I just went to the gym, was lifting weights. Then the actual weight gym that I go to is around the corner from B's gym.
Okay.
And then one of my friends used to go for one-to-ones, and he was like, "Why don't you just come along?" I thought, yeah, I'll do it for the fitness. Just started doing it for the fitness. A group was about good 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah.
Then slowly B was just like, "Why didn't you fight?" And my dad was always pushing me to like fight, so
Yeah.
just thought, why not?
We can see footage of you here.
Yeah.
do your family support you at the ringside? And if they do, you
Well,
know,
yeah.
what's their reaction? Like, I said, you know, koi sat na vajje ve, mukka muh te na vajje, hona da, you know.
Yeah, this was just literally, this was my second fight that's on the screen now.
Yeah.
But all my family do support it. My family are very good like that with sports. They enjoy it all. My grandma, only don't do it, satellite journey, this, that. But at the end, they're all very proud. My granddad loves it.
Yeah.
My mum, she's never come to one of my fights. I've only had 3 fights so far. My 4th is on February 9th in Leicester.
Okay. And why do you think your mum's not come? She's probably...
You know what? The first time I showed my mum the video of me fighting, she started crying. She's like, I just can't see it. I just can't see someone hitting my son or you hitting someone else.
Yeah.
I was like, Mum, but it's a sport. It's not like that. But she does support it.
Yeah.
It's not like she's not supportive about it.
Okay.
She's very supportive of all my family is. But yeah, she won't. I don't think she'd ever come watch it. But I wouldn't really want her to myself, just because I wouldn't want to worry about her sitting there watching it myself.
Yeah.
I'll show her after when I win.
Definitely. Now, if we talk a bit about depression and mental health, that's such a big issue at the moment. You know, it's so vast that I feel like every day, you know, you're reading headlines and stories about this condition. How has this sport sort of helped you guys, and do you think it's something good for children to sort of maybe focus on if they are going through depression or any kind of mental health?
Yeah, I mean, on a personal level, I went through very bad mental health. I mean, I had counselling. I don't really say it much, but I nearly took my life twice. I took my star off and then put it around my neck, and you know, I went for a really, really bad time. Fortunately, I work for where I work for a pharmaceutical company. The doctors there, and they saw there was something wrong with me. I just kept losing my really, really close friends. They've just, you know, someone did a heart attack, someone took their own life. You know, just because I haven't got much family in Leicester.
Okay.
Basically, my friends have become my family now.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and they've really supported me. And obviously, when I met Barinder, and he could see something I wasn't right, and through him, you know, through the gym and how he's pushed me and everything, he's actually got me to where I am now, and sort of brought me onto a different level, got me out the dark places into the light. I see for where I am now. Now, thank God for what he's done for me.
Yeah.
But it's being with the right. In Punjabi, जिद्दां सही संगत चाहिदी हुंदी है.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल.
Or say positive people, you know, they're not there to tread on you. They can see something's wrong with you and they'll support you. I know. Everybody's got their own problems, but it's talking. It's just actually that voice. अपने बंदे कहीं ने किसने थाने को खिलाता हो, किसने को कर देता. You know, it's not. It's something you go through bad. It's mentally, it's chemical reactions in your brains. You know, you're just thinking about bad things.
Exactly.
But through the gym, Brinda pushing me, you know, and obviously, you know, looking at people like Manny as well, youngsters, and support from your team. Obviously, we call team respect. So we respect each other, we help each other, and we grow as a family there. So that's what you need.
Yeah.
So ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮਿਲੀ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ profession ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਜਾਂ ਇਸ ਲਾਈਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਸੀ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮਿਲੀ ਆ. ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਲਪ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੋਵੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਇਸ ਲਾਈਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ
I don't really speak about my mental health much because it's a very sort of, you know, it's very touching. It's hard. It is hard, but sometimes you get to speak to the right people who's going through a hard time, and you understand, and you can talk to them.
Yeah.
But at the moment, Brinda, he's sort of helped me. I'm taking classes now. I'm helping. I've got my own Thai boxing session now, so I help him out there. You know, he lets me take a class. You know, once I finish work, I go home, I have something to eat. I'm in the gym. I get to work with children, so it keeps me busy all the time. You know?
And I think this is a thing. Like, obviously, a lot of our viewers at this time in the morning will be obviously, you know, a lot of the parents, possibly the children will probably be in school now. But for just any parents watching or any, you know, what advice would you have for them in regards to, you know, maybe sort of taking their children along to sort of karate or kickboxing, Thai boxing, you know, to see, you know, if they think there's something, you know, maybe somewhere positive basically for the kids to focus on, what sort of advice would you have for them in Punjabi?
I just in Punjabi, ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ not 24 ਘੰਟੇ but you know ਖਾਓ ਸਹੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੋ ਔਰ ਕੋਈ ਐਕਟੀਵਿਟੀ ਚ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾ ਦਿਓ ਹਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਲਾਸ ਚ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਰਿੰਦਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ you know Barinder talks about, ਏਦਾਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਉਹ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਦਿੰਦਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਇੱਕ ਉਹਦੀ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਨਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਓ ਸਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਾਪੇ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸੁਣੋ ਹਨਾ ਨਾਲੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਯੂ نو ਕਿਸ ਤੇ ਯਕੀਨ ਰੱਖੋ ਯੂ نو ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮਾਪੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਸਹੀ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਯੂ نو ਮਾੜੇ ਰਸਤੇ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਬਰਿੰਦਰ ਹਨਾ ਸਹੀ ਰਸਤਾ ਦਿਖਾਉਂਦਾ ਨਾਲੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਾਡੀ ਵੀ ਫਿਟ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਵਧੀਆ ਜੌਬ ਕਰਨ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੈਰੀਅਰ ਬਣੇ ਹਨਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸੋ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ ਸੋ ਜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਇਸ ਫੀਲਡ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਚੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੈਰੀਅਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਜਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਜੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਇਦਾਂ ਸੋਚਣ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਣਾ ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਮਦਦ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ
Can you make a career out of it?
You can make a career out of it but it's like there's another Panamunda his name's Singh
Okay.
he's a professional fighter but he's also a doctor as well
Okay.
so it's nice to balance it
Balance it both.
but it's obviously getting support from your community that's the big thing obviously we always ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੁਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਫੁੱਟਬਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੇਲਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਹਨਾ ਯੂ نو ਐਂਡ ਯੂ نو ਸੋ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਹਨਾ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਗੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ
Do you think like our Gurdwara could do more maybe?
Gurdwara could do more all the time. I mean, any establishment, any religion establishment can help their own community, you know.
Yeah.
And you know,
having like classes maybe, or like even having that support.
Most Gurdwara have got gyms now, and but it's not just a gym. You need people to take them at that next step as well,
Yeah.
Did the hon maybe I've done my bit, and then Manny. Now he's done like I said, he played football, and Brinda's taken him to the step where he's become a Midlands champion now.
Fantastic.
Now he's going to take him to the next step,
What is the next step for you, Manny?
Well, February 9th I'm fighting for a European Boxing Federation title, so that's the next step.
That's next on.
But then I just run with it, to be honest. I've got all my faith in B, so B tells me what to do and I just follow him.
Yeah.
Literally, so I'll fight this year, I'll stay at the semi-professional, then hopefully next year turn professional.
Definitely.
Take on to the big screen.
Is there any girls that do any kind of martial arts? Have you come across any?
Yeah, we've got a female fighter in our gym,
Okay.
Brina Chowan. She's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she trains along with all of us. She'll even spar with all of us. And there's even little girls in the gym, like the younger ones, 4 or 5 years old. There is a few.
Okay.
And they're all getting into it, which it is a lot better than you can see. It's not just a boys' sport. There is girls that
I'll be
can
honest,
do it.
I kind of thought, you know what, it's mainly male-dominated sport. Because you don't necessarily sort of hear about girls or see girls, but if you're saying that you are seeing young girls that are being brought to the classes, it's fantastic. Because ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਤਾਂ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਇਸ sport ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ can't sort of compete on the same level, so it's fantastic. What sort of other advice would you have for any maybe children watching, or any, I'm assuming that they might be at school, but any older children watching, if it's something that they want to get into, what advice would you have for them?
Just go for it.
Literally.
ਸੋ ਏਜ ਲਿਮਿਟ ਕੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਦੋਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਏਜ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ
ਕੋਈ ਤਾਂ limit ਹੈ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ. Whenever you want to do it, just go do it.
Yeah.
Literally, like, you can start at the age of 4. Like me, I only started like 1.5 ਸਾਲ ਹੀ ਹੋਇਆ since I started, and there's not no limit on it. You can just get in the gym.
We've got kids that are 4 years old in our place.
I was going to say,
Yeah, up and in the army, short, and you know.
Yeah.
Like Sienna, how old is she? Sienna's quite young.
Yeah, Sienna's very young.
Sienna, Maya, they're all young girls, and they're strong. And they've fought before. They've actually fought on like little fights. They've actually been in the main ring and fought on the big shows. So they've started having experience, and then obviously they just carry it on. But they're also doing their education at the same time.
Okay. Now you mentioned you're 48. You don't look 48, by the way. How long do you think you'll still keep fighting for?
Long as B lets me, really. I mean, I do what Brenda tells me.
Okay.
Because obviously he's my mentor, my brother, my trainer, my coach. He's everything to me, and he means everything to me. So he'll say, Taj, that's it. But I think the next battle is to try to get my wife to let me fight again, because otherwise she's going to batter me.
I was going to say, so what's your family's reaction? Do they come along and support you? And
my wife's been once.
She's been once.
And then she won't go. She
won't go again.
she won't go again. She goes to Gadi Yang bus, and that's it.
Yeah. And what about your kids?
My son is he's into his weights, powerlifting.
Okay.
But I've took him to Brinda's once, and I don't think he could hack the cardio. It is hard. And Brinda does push you because he wants the best out of you.
Yeah.
So but he's 6 with powerlifting,
Yeah, no, definitely. ਰਮਨ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਵੀ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਦੇ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਮਾਰਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਟ ਕਲਾਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ ਸੈਲਫ ਡਿਫੈਂਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਇਹਦਾ ਫਾਇਦੇਮੰਦ ਆ ਹਨਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ 'ਚ ਤਾਂ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ
Definitely.
ਮਾਰਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ 4 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਵੀ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ 'ਚ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ
Definitely ਮੇਰੇ ਭਤੀਜੇ ਹੈਗੇ 5 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ and they are full of so much energy ਇੰਨੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ energy ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ I'm thinking you know what if we can put them in some kind of support where they can focus that energy in a positive way it's a fantastic idea so definitely do if anybody would like to get in contact with yourself I know you mentioned you don't really talk about mental health side of your issues but if anybody wants to get any information from you or even your trainer because you mentioned you come from Leicester is there anywhere that the viewers can contact Belinda possibly any Facebook page for the gym
just go on the Facebook page put in Respect Fitness and it'll come up Facebook as well Respect Fitness come down you know have a chat join in and then you know and then you'll see what sort of level you're at and then
Fantastic.
Get you ready to fight.
Thank you so much for coming down. When Tajinder Singh Bal found out that you were coming in as a guest, he did say to me to get a live demonstration from you both. So I don't know whether he wanted to, whether he was thinking about joining himself, but hopefully, Mr. Bal, you've got all the information that you need, and if you want to contact these guys to get into this martial arts, then definitely do so. Any final messages, Manny, from yourself for our viewers today?
Yeah, I would just say literally anything, if you ever want to get involved in the boxing, like I said, our doors in our gym are always open to anyone, whatever age. Just follow what you love.
Yeah.
And if you can do something that you enjoy, then you're never going to get bored. Just crack on.
Definitely.
Literally just get on with it.
Definitely. And Tajinder, any final messages for our viewers?
Just the same thing, really. Get down to your local clubs, you know, enjoy yourself, you know, fulfill your dreams. You know, never chase a competition, always chase your dreams. And basically keep fit, eat healthy, stay in the right sangat, and you know that's it. Stay strong and positive.
Definitely. What a positive message this morning. Raman, hopefully our viewers have enjoyed the breakfast show this morning. I think on sada ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਆ ਗਿਆ
ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਪਰ ਕਾਫੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਅੱਜ ਸੀਗਾ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ ਚੱਲੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਕਾਫੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਬ੍ਰੈਕਫਾਸਟ ਸ਼ੋ ਤੇ ਜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਗਲਤੀ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੋਵੇ ਲਾਈਵ ਬ੍ਰੈਕਫਾਸਟ ਸ਼ੋ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਾਫ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਉਣੇ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ